Yo, what's up, guys? Let me just start up here. Second. Yeah, what's up, guys? Let me just plug my controller in here. What's up, yeah, I did the GameCube thing, yeah, man. What's up, Jetix? Twitch is lit for us. Enyatu, all the son of sun. One second, guys. So, 1 second. Sorry about this. Just need to check something here. Yo, what's up, Ace Byron? What's up, Ferens, Rager Louis, Skippy? Let me update the sub count actually. I think I lost a couple of subs. Yo, what's up, guys? You look dead? I'm not dead. Why does everyone say that? Yeah, we'll play Triple Trouble on Sunday. Yo, what's up, Freb? What's up, D7? Guys, I'm feeling good right now. I'm not even like saying that, I feel good. Do I look dead right now or something? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't showered yet. I think that's the reason. I was gonna shower after scrims instead. Maybe this will look better. Yeah, I know Dan's game. Didn't shower when I woke up. That's it. I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. Like whenever I stream, I just keep it like that. Yo, what's up guys? What's up Veloxagon, C to the P. Going back. Yeah, I think so too, commentator. What's up, Lazy Bear? What did I do last night? What did I do? Oh yeah, I remember. It wasn't even. No, I definitely did sleep, yeah. I love it, Joe, yeah, I'm not. What was League of Rockets tweet about? I mean, it's just for future, I guess, yeah. No, seriously. XDL Summer Sun. Yo, what's up, Josk? What's your favourite cereal? Well, I live in Britain, so the cereals are different from any. Completely different. So, this will only go for, like, British people in my chat, but, probably, I think, like... You know, it's so many bran flakes this year that I've actually went off them. So many bowls of bran flakes that I've went off them a little bit. Like the fruit and fibre. I'm definitely feeling the Weetabix right now, you know, the Weetabix is it's a great choice. Cheerios, good choice, you know. Porridge, porridge is a thing in NA, right? Porridge is actually pretty pog. What good deal. Never crave. Like the cereals I eat, right? Like I don't like to eat cereals that are like half sugar. You know what I mean? I'm not saying bran flakes is even healthy, to be honest, but I think so, right? I remember when I was younger one time, I won this like competition thing, right? And I was in primary school, right? So it wasn't anything cool, you know what I mean? But we got like a free breakfast. So I had Cocoa Pops, and that was like, this is the worst shit I've had in my life. Man's not a fan of the Cocoa Pops. Flakes.
Thanks for the win in fantasy.
No problem, been again, my man. Welcome back for 6 months. What's up, Stumpy Goblin? The Goblin. The fucking Goblin himself. Was he gonna save that? Fuck. Yo, what's up, Zero? Blinded by my presence, yeah. I'm in the presence of a great man. And that man is Yemen. What's up, Lorley? Beautiful, beautiful. Who's the green guy in Guardians of the Galaxy? Try to think. Who are you talking about? Is it the big guy? No. 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 I don't even know. Yeah, it's not gonna be a Theo stream today, guys. You know, Theo streams on Fridays. I did say that before. About yesterday and me ending early, I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry. I basically had to end it. Like, I wasn't ditching, I actually had to end it. I mean, I probably could, to be honest, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I probably could have streamed again at like midnight. I could have started my stream again at like midnight. But at that point, I was like, you know what I mean? Like, do I really want to fucking start streaming at midnight? And I've just, I wasn't feeling it, you know. Oh my god. What's up, Crash Google Aim? No, Monk, too spicy. I probably will, but not right now. Apparently it's not even like amazing, but it's alright, I think. I heard this song though. Wow. You see my car like stop there? Alright, just first game there, not the best, but it's all good. Breach well. I didn't have school today, so I've got exams in like a week or two. For so I'm gonna basically have exams from I think it's my exam starts next Friday, so in a week. My first exam's in a week, and then that's gonna last for maybe 2-3 weeks. But I'll still be streaming during that period, right? I'll still be streaming during the exam period, but Like maybe some days, maybe there won't be a stream, but like as it happens, I'll let you guys know. Hope you guys can forgive me streaming a little bit less because of exams, like at the time. I hope you guys can understand that. You know, but after that, like, that's it, guys. After my exams, after like the 20th of fucking May, I'm released from any chains. I'm full time. And then after that, you know, there's literally no excuses for me to not stream 5 hours a day. None. Yeah, RLCS is a priority. Nah, that's fine, Tiny Terry, honestly, man. I can just revise it myself. Like, sometimes if I really don't know, I'll just ask my dad something, but... yeah, I can revise myself. Yeah, but ex-club beast, man, most people's jobs are sitting down at a desk 8 hours a day. Like, I'm not even, like, not everyone obviously, but like, most people's jobs are sitting down for 8 hours a day. So like, you know, it's kind of like a thing that comes with the, I was gonna do it anyway, you know what I mean? So who cares? Not sure my teammate is so far up there. Very few people sit on ass jobs. That's not true. I mean, I guess it depends on like the city, but you know where I live in Edinburgh, like a lot of the jobs are like accounting jobs, office jobs, like, you know, shit like that. I know like it depends where you live, but it's quite common where I live actually, like more than a lot of cities, I think. I don't know, Scott. I never really thought about it, honestly. I never thought about it. I don't know what I actually want to do. Like I was I've always thought I mean, being a software designer is a fucking, you know, you get a lot of money for that, and I'm not saying I'll be even good enough to do that, but I feel like I could program. I feel like it takes a lot of patience, and it takes a lot of like solving problems that frustrate you very much, but so how hard is programming compared to most things? Like I've done a little bit of programming, but not that much. Like the only programming I've done is a little bit of Python. Like we're talking like maybe like putting JavaScript and CSS. Like we're into like fucking really basic stuff, right? Like you know, even like making a website where you hover over something and it zooms in, you know, or making like a function, or I don't know, making a fixed loop, or you know, like really basic shit like that, right? I don't even know, Ricky. Yeah, I know. I'm doing it. The preach. I'm starting YouTube after my exams. I mean, I probably might save it because. So basically, guys, I'm gonna be quite busy for the next, I would say, 2 months, guys. So basically, after my exams, like the week after my exams, DreamHack Dallas. Then very soon after DreamHack Dallas will be RLCS. Like a week or two after DreamHack Dallas will be RLCS. And I think a couple weeks after, maybe even a week or two after after Worlds, will be Valencia. So it's gonna be quite busy. I'm gonna be quite busy until like early July. So I might not even have time to start YouTube until after that. But it should be pretty exciting, honestly. What do you mean Free was talking shit? Free was talking shit about what? It's interesting. It's interesting. Because we aren't Ronda Shonda, we aren't. We're confident that we're gonna make top 2. We're confident. You know, we've got a 95% chance. I think it's like that. Like if you took every game as a 50-50 and took every outcome. We're feeling pretty good, and we don't want to take the opportunity away from other teams either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to take the opportunity away from other teams, but... Damn, that looks sick. Man, that looks sick. Anyone else think that looks sick? Oh, you can't even see it because of the face cam, I don't think. Try to make a nice colour here. I'm gonna score so I can see it. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, we'll have to wait until the game. What, Preach? That's such a load of shit. That's honestly such shit. No, no, no. I'm not trying to make beef, but... you know, you want me to tell you why Fruity said that? And I'm gonna be honest. I don't like talking about scrim results, but I'm gonna... We played at PSG. We did lose every single game yesterday in scrims, but yes, we played fucking terrible, right? Yes, and I'm not proud of that. But that you shouldn't have the right to like go on a high horse. I don't think that's not. We have beat PSG in scrims flawlessly before, and they have done it to us, such as yesterday. But when we beat teams flawlessly, I don't say like this team doesn't put any effort in. Like it's. I think that's not fair. It's not fair at all. What's up, Madzone? So that was just a lucky goal. Alright, so my chat's just spreading shit. Oh, my bad. Very funny chat. You slept though? Yeah. Honestly, playing against like a Itachi set is so AIDS. Like, holy shit. Not fun. You also full faso. Bro, what pro players in CS stream their scrims? Yeah, maybe in Fortnite, because Fortnite's like 4 versus 4 versus 4 versus like Rocket League's different from Fortnite in that way. Who streams their scrims in CS:GO? Who does Tarek play for? Cloud9? Yeah, but Mythic are a stream team, exactly. I know who they are. They're not even like a proper pro team. So you're saying that Tarek streams NRG scrims? Sounds like shit to me, honestly. Exactly. This guy in the chat says he's been playing Halo since 06. It's bullshit. Like, it's bullshit, mate. Like, you're acting like pros stream their scrims in every game, but they don't. They fucking what? Like, Fortnite pros stream their scrims. Oh, Fortnite Battle Royale competitive. Load of shit. Literally Battle Royale competitive, bro. Who gives a fuck? Like, I'm not gonna compare that. Yeah, but I understand Forefront, I understand, but like, but you're saying stuff that isn't true. Like, I understand that like people have streamed scrims before, but I don't know. Bro, PUBG is hiding in the corner for the whole game until the final circle. Like, that's what competitive play is in PUBG. It's not exactly riveting. Yeah, I'm feeling good, Robert. What's up? It's a Friday, you know, I'm feeling good. I always feel good on a Friday. You know what, guys? I'm gonna be honest, though, like, this is gonna be a little biased. This is gonna be a little bit biased, but I do think that Rocket League is one of the perfect esports games. Like, Rocket League is the only esports game in the world that sports fans can easily come to and just watch it. They can just watch it. Like, they don't need to really know. Like, they already know. It's like watching a football game. Like, you don't. As long as you've got a functioning brain, you know what's. You know, like, okay, this team has to score in this goal, this team has to score in this goal, right? Sure, the flips and shit they're doing is fucking nuts, and I don't have a clue you do that. But you know, I know how you do that. I know what the objective is what I'm trying to say. Now, games like CS:GO and League of Legends, sure, right? But those games are a lot more complex and a lot more difficult to understand for a new viewer, right? Like, maybe the objective of CS League of Legends isn't hard to understand, right? CS, you know, on a diffuse map, you know, CT, you have to defuse the bomb or eliminate the enemy team, the terrorists or whatever, terrorists, you have to plant the bomb, or eliminate all the CTs, you know. On a hostage map, you know how it works, right? League of Legends, you know, you have to fucking go to the Nexus or whatever and destroy them. You know, it's not. But the problem is in these games, right? In League of Legends, what's actually going on? I don't have a clue. Like there's like 100. How many champions are in League of Legends? Like 140. All with unique skill sets, and now I don't understand, right? It makes it complex, it makes it amazing, it makes the skill ceiling higher, but it also makes the barrier of entry really high. Like, it takes like hundreds of hours to even understand the basics of League of Legends. Like, don't you think that's a little like, it's a little bit hardcore maybe? Not very friendly to the viewer. Biggest esport, by the way. CSGO is a little bit less extreme, because you know CSGO you have to do is just shoot the guy. I mean, but I think CSGO, like, you still have to learn smokes and flashes and all that, right? Like, see with Rocket League, like that's it, mate. Like, just hit the ball into the goal. Now, sure, there's ceiling shots and there's flip resets and stuff like that, but like, you still know what's going on, right? You know what's going on. You just can't do it. That's what makes it so good. Yeah, but FIFA's esports is shit. Honestly, I'm gonna maybe this is a bit of an unpopular opinion, right? But you know, if F1 does esports and FIFA does esports, I don't know if making real sports esports is actually a good idea. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I like that or not. You know what I mean? I don't know if like making a real sport or an esports is a good idea. Rocket League isn't like a real sport though, you know. It's like something that can only be done in a video game, which even adds even more to the magic of it, you know what I mean? Like, Rocket League can only be done in a video game with current technology. Like, you can't do Rocket League in real life. Like, they done it on Top Gear, right? But, you know, obviously it couldn't be like an actual... I remember watching that Top Gear episode before I played Battle Cars. You know the one where you know the one in Top Gear where it's like England versus Argentina or something? I wonder if they got the idea from... Nah, probably not. Definitely something before that. That was lit. It was amazing, right? See, so it was... You know, you always got to think, like... Why did no one ever think of making this a game before they made it a game? When you think about it, making football cars is such an obvious idea. Is physics hard to program? Like, you know, like, how do you program physics? Like, physics in a game? Like, is it... Do you have to use the engine? Is it pre-built in the engine? Like, I don't... So this game is built in physics. Like, this game is the Unreal Engine. It's built in physics, right? Because to me, these physics seem like the most realistic thing they could have done. Like, these physics are extremely realistic to me. Like, the way the ball moves in this game seems very realistic in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like an actual football to me. It feels like an actual football. Like, maybe a little bit too bouncy, maybe. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe a... Football wouldn't stay in the air as long as that, but it's I don't know, it seems like pretty perfect, I think. Ball doesn't spin, I know, but that'll make it too complex, I think. Well, this game's been a disaster. Come on. So right, so see when you see when there's like a team of programmers that are trying to program the game, right? Like, and they're all on their individual computers. Like, do they just like are they all programming like on the same I'm trying to, like, you know when you open Python, you start programming, right? And then the next day you go back to it and open it. Are they all on the same, like, Python program? Are they all on separate programs? Like, doing it all on their own? Like, I don't get it. Cloud project. So they can just download each other's shit. And, like... So, how many lines of code does an average game have? Like, I know some games are a lot bigger than others, of course, but maybe a game like an average AAA game, or like, you know, something like Grand Theft Auto, or does anyone like know that? No. Has it never been released for like a single game? So basically it's held, yeah, so it just could be alright. What's a Potato Ninja? What's about his Cookiemon? GTV is over 100 million lines of code. Let me just try and do the maths on this, right? So let's say you wrote a line of code in 1 second, right? Like, obviously fucking that's impossible, by the way. A line of code in 1 second and there's 100 million lines of code. That would take... What? How long would that take? With like, even with 100 people, that would take so many hours. How can there be 100 million lines of code? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. You know, like, 100 million is such a big number. Oh, really? So they just... Alright. So it's actually that much. Oh, you mean Lemmy? Breaker? I mean, I'm just pretty interested actually about this kind of shit. I'm pretty clueless when it comes to like programming and stuff, so it's pretty interesting. But I mean, see in school it taught us about white space and like formatting and like, you know what I mean, shit. Is that like really important, like indentation and stuff? Is that essential? Like, do they all actually have to like put all the white space and shit in? So this is what I'm wondering, right? So if you're saying that Google has like the largest like code ever, right, with a billion account, like something around there, right? I feel like Google wouldn't require as much as something like a video game. Or is it all the what? Is it all the algorithms that require like what requires what is it like all the possible searches? Is it all like the I don't. Do search engines require the most code? So, does a search engine have to have a piece of code for every single website, or is there like a shortcut around that? Because there's gotta be a shortcut around that. Like the hyperlink for every single website. You don't have to like hreflink equals, you know what I mean, like some HTML, like you don't. So did that actually have to like do that fucking mundane task? Or do like computers do it for them? Oh, that's a variable, alright. Yeah, I was thinking there's gotta be a shortcut to that. What's up, Ruckus? You know, my dad taught himself how to program, and he could have been a programmer, but like he didn't want it because it was his hobby. Like he didn't want to make it a job. But like in hindsight, I feel like I would like if I was him, I would regret that, because like programming's kind of exploded. No. Bro, that's such a fucking bullshit win. Like, we were... God damn it. Oh my fucking god, I'm not gonna lose to Skyline again. Yo, Narc, thanks so much for Prime sub, Narc. Are you a Narc, bro? Well, welcome to the ABC's Narc. I mean, Google have the most advanced technology in the world. I mean, like seriously, like they can learn, they can listen to people and shit. Like Google, and this is like some I'm not like a conspiracy, or I'm not like a conspiracy guy or anything most of the time, but like it's like it's been proven, like they actually listen to you. Like, have you seen the advertising thing? Like, this guy will say like dog toys, and then he gets advertisements. It happened to me. It's happened to me before. Like, have you guys ever been talking about something, right? So like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, you'll be... Okay, so let's just say you're talking about something, right? Like, I've literally typed in, like, the first word of this thing on my keyboard, and the entire thing has came up. I'm just trying to think of an example. Like, I'm not... This has never happened to me, right? But let's say you typed in, like, dog... Like, you were talking about dog toys to your friends, right? So you type in D on your computer, and it comes up dog toys. Like... Nah, that, you know what I mean, like that, like what the fuck? That's Monka S right there. That's actually Monka S. It happens to me quite a lot. It happened to me yesterday. I've just kind of accepted that Google's listening to me. You know, I'm kind of worried that my face cam's always on as well, because you know, right, when my stream's off, right? And like, so basically my face cam, the Logitech face cam, right, whenever it's on, it's blue at the sides. It's blue, right? My face cam's blue at the sides. But even when I'm not streaming and my face cam isn't on, it's still blue. Which means somewhere my face cam is still on, even though my OBS isn't open. And I've checked everywhere on my computer to try and find where it could be on. I've checked Skype, I've checked all this, all that, and none of them have it on. So, I'm pretty convinced someone's looking at me. I'm not even lying, like it's always blue. So basically, Google, listen to me. They know what I look like. They're always looking at me. They fucking know where I live. Like I'm fucked basically. Holy monkey fucking ass. Black Mirror's real? I mean, yeah. Everyone is FBI agent assigned to them. Really though? Really? 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 Okay, let's just say, right, this isn't true by the way. Alright, I know you're joking, right, but even, imagine someone said this, right, even if there's like 100 million FBI agents, they will still have to watch like 30 people each. I don't believe that. Well, there's like I know there's like 7 billion people in the world, but there's how many billion people have like PCs? Like probably like 3 billion people or some shit. I don't even know. Like a phone and a PC, like probably like 3 billion people, right, or something. No, but 7 billion people don't have PCs and phones. Alright, maybe like 4 billion people actually. Like 3, I'd say 3. Like how many? Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to talk about Atlanta. It was just a big misunderstanding. XD milk too spicy. I underestimate. I do. I was the guy that said I don't underestimate the amount of poverty. Right. Let's just think. Right. Okay. So India has So China will have like how many people in poverty? Like 500 million. Like half of China's in poverty, right? Maybe more. Is more than half of China in poverty. I've beaten China by the way, but I don't. Maybe more than half. No. Yeah, but isn't China, like most other countries, pretty like big gap between the rich and the poor? Yeah, man, like. Well, when I went to China, I went to Beijing, and I went to Xi'an, which these are pretty rich places, obviously, but like when I went there, we went to like villages and shit. It's kind of like there was poor like there was. Bro, you could buy a big bottle of Coke in China for like the equivalent of 11 pence. What's up, White Town? I mean, China is like the biggest country in the world right now for like leading. Like China's like the leading country in the world right now. That's pretty much fact at this point, right? Like China like overtook America, right? That's just like fact now, right? Yo, Tiny Terry, thanks so much for giving that up to Johnny Boy. What? To Yemen, what the fuck? Yemen, well, cause I read Johnny Boy now. Yemen, welcome to the ABCs, man. I hope you enjoy the new emotes and the trash content. Look at that, Yemen got a free sub. Didn't even thank the guy that gets it in the sub. What a piece of shit. Nah, I don't think that's true, yeah, man. I don't think that's true at all. Like, in the past 10 years, China's been popping off. Yeah, but... Bro, think about how much debt US owe to China. Like, US must owe, like, $1 trillion to China, right? So, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Like, I genuinely don't get this concept. How is America like the richest, like the highest GDP if they owe China $1 trillion? Like, how are America gonna be able to pay back? Like, how are they gonna pay back the $1 trillion? How can they do that? How can they do that? How's that even gonna be? No offense, right? But if my friend owed me $1 trillion, I would be like, yeah. You know, I think I'd be wanting that $1 trillion. Like, it's just going up and up. Okay, so this is kind of an obvious question. If 90% of the world are in debt, then who's the person that's owed the debt? I don't get it. The banks? The banks? Really? But taxes are a joke as well. The government used taxes to like do fucking fuck all with. Seriously. The whole world is 300 trillion in debt? What? Oh my god. Yeah, but isn't it true that wars are funded anyway? Like, this isn't. I'm not trying to make a conspiracy here or something. Like, isn't that just like, isn't that true? That wars are funded by like countries and governments because they make money from them. These games have been a disaster, by the way. Yeah, well, life is unfair. Yo, Fingers Ferguson, what's up, man? Thanks so much. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, like, you don't know how happy I am that I've got Rocket League. Like, I would be fucked if I didn't have Rocket League. Like, I wouldn't actually know what I would do. That's not true, man. I'm not trying to make a conspiracy. I'm not trying to like be some like flat earth shit. Like pretty goddamn sure that governments do fund wars. Like, is that not true? Am I wrong? Yeah, man's one of those guys that like lives on Reddit and like fucking goes on Reddit all before he goes to bed every night and looks at the politics and shit and like, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. They do. Thank you. I knew I was right. I knew I was because I've read this so many times and like just seen it and shit, and it makes so much sense anyway. It makes to me a lot more sense than like I love, like coming from an economic standpoint. Like it just makes sense. Yeah, I know Pollinator. And it's the same with like drugs as well, right? Like they funded the like don't they fund the opioid grown in like Afghanistan and shit? No, I don't know if that one's true actually. I'm not sure if that's true. Yeah, I know Sidonian. What's up, Icy? I mean, like, I was gonna say something that slipped by me. I mean, it is a little bit conspiracy theory-ish. I don't like want to get too much into that because you know what I mean. It's gonna be a little bit. Like I'm trying to stay as much. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I do watch quite a. I've watched too many conspiracy videos. I try to like whenever I watch a conspiracy video, I always like go into it trying to like prove it wrong. You know what I mean? Like I don't like. I don't want to believe conspiracies and shit. Because I feel like a lot of the time they're just wrong. But to be fair though, right? You just confirmed it's a fake spoiler. So now you know that's gonna happen. Which means you've limited the amount of options that could happen. So you know that something's not gonna happen so knowing that something's not gonna happen in the movie is a spoiler. It is. It technically is. Yeah, but conspiracy theories, like the whole term conspiracy theory was just like used to ridicule. Like Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, no one alive today knows. No one alive today actually knows. Maybe they think they know, but they don't know. So I guess, yeah. Stonehenge. I mean, Stonehenge isn't even that sophisticated compared to the fucking pyramids. To be fair, like, okay, is it the Stonehenge lines up perfectly with the equinox or something, right? Is that the solstice? But oh yeah, no, they moved them, didn't they, like halfway across Britain? I don't know though. I don't know. Stonehenge doesn't seem like. I feel like people could have just dragged it along, right? Like, come on. I think. I don't know. Hey, I'm not saying I know any of this. I'm just like seeing what other people think, and then. I'm not. I think it's just interesting stuff, in my opinion. You know what I mean? This is just like interesting stuff. Just curious to see what other people think. I thought the rocks from Stonehenge, like they came from like the east, and then they had to like. I guess it was from Wales though. Because the Stonehenge is in like is it southwest England, right? It's in Stafford. No, it's in fucking. I know where Stonehenge is, and I know where it is. I just forgot what it's called. The county that it's in. Yeah, Wiltshire. Yeah. Exactly. Boosted 9/11 only. I think if we start talking about 9/11, like the chat would actually pop off. I think my chat would pop off. "9/11 was aliens." Clemens did Stonehenge and said, yeah. Oh, he's got 200 ping. Is that why he just drove away? I guess he's just got 200 ping. That's the only explanation for fucking driving away. That's actually the only, like, that's I guess like that's just something that, like, that is too retarded to do without shit connection. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm feeling a little bit. And yeah, I need to wash my hands. You know, sometimes you gotta wash your hands to play better. Oh my god, I actually regret not having a shower. Like, how do people shower at night and not shower in the morning? How can you live your day being a greasy motherfucker? Like, what's the point of showering at night? Like, when you wake up, it just resets your hair. Like, it literally, no matter how clean your hair is the night before, it will reset. How's you going to bed all dirty and sweaty? But no, because you're gonna be sweaty anyway. Mark Zuckerberg alien conspiracy. I don't know, man. That one's a little bit nuts, but yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, like, I think everyone's seen those videos of like when they blink and their eyes go, but like, how is that proof? Like, you know what I mean? That could just, like, what the fuck is that? Like, you know what I mean? Have you seen those videos where, like, it's the, like, Hillary Clinton and she blinks in her eyes? Like, what kind of proof is that? You know what I mean? I always thought those videos were actually really stupid. I thought, like, the reptile thing is just stupid. Like, there's nothing really to support that. You know, like, you know when you try to go to sleep at night, right? So you watch a couple YouTube videos before you go to sleep, and then like these videos like make you have an existential crisis and you can't sleep. Like, that has happened to me so many times. Like, I have found myself being overwhelmed with like different possibilities. It's actually pretty scary. Like, your mind goes nuts. Like if you watch these videos, like, it just, like, there's so much shit that could I mean, just everything. And I start like having I can't go to sleep. It's actually impossible to go to sleep because I'm like just thinking. Jesse's roasting you in the stream. Why? We're not even losing. I don't even believe that, to be honest. It's just, it sounds like more Twitch chat bullshit to me. To be honest, like, I don't know, like, Theresa May being a Prime Minister, like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's like David Cameron. I'm kind of indifferent because like I don't think they're gonna make a difference to anything positive. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like when they say they're gonna do positive stuff, it never happens. So I don't see the point of even getting invested in politics. So. Shut the fuck up, you're garbage. That goal wasn't even like. See? Oh my. Nice! Nice! My fault, by the way, because I was the guy looking at the chat. See, I've done all the work for these 2 goals. Can I just say that? I've done all the work for these 2 goals. That wasn't much work, to be fair, so. But still. And then he does that? Like, come on. Like, I'm the guy getting flamed here. I'm the guy getting flamed. Because I looked at the chat a couple times. I've got no boost, like, I don't... No, grip fast boy. No. My ego isn't that big that I won't take blame because I'm player of the week. That doesn't mean anything, right? It doesn't mean fuck all. Right? What matters is how an individual player plays in each game. But like, I'm getting flamed right now. But I don't even know why. I don't even know why. Alright, nice. Fucking these. You see him go for that aerial? Like the ball's here, it's like. Look, it doesn't matter if you think that scamming or being... It doesn't matter if you think which one of those is morally worse, right? It doesn't even matter. Do you not agree that, like, they're both they're both bad enough that they both deserve, like, somewhat similar punishments, and they both deserve punishments? Come on! Come on! Like, you can't get away with that! How can someone just let them get away with that? Am I the only guy that's gonna call them out for this on stream? Nah. Pretty disappointing from Psyonix, in my opinion. Pretty disappointing. If I say something racist to someone, or I scam people thousands, I think I would be I would expect to get banned. Like, I would just be like waking up every day like waiting for the day that I log in. You are permanently banned or some shit. Like, I would expect it, you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't be allowed to get away with that. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I'm not gonna make a Reddit post. I'm not gonna make a Reddit post. The fact that I have to make a Reddit post for Psyonix to take action. Hey, what? Come on. Can Psyonix not do this themselves? Like, really, Psyonix? Really, guys? I think it just proves to you that Psyonix don't give a shit unless there's actual backlash. Like, they don't care enough. They don't care enough. They're not taking actions against this shit. Okay, so I'll explain it, right? So, basically, there was a post on the trade Reddit. There was like, you know, the trade. I think it's like a trade in Reddit. So there was a post, and by the way, that got removed. That post got removed. I think that's what my dad said to me. It got removed, but I think one of my subs got spammed. Like, this, you know, Sickwood, is it? People know Sickwood. This guy stream snipes me. This guy stream snipes me all the time. He's one of the guys that got scammed. But there's screenshots. I can try and find the screenshots, but the screenshots of it, like, there's proof beyond reasonable doubt that, like, it's proven. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not just like making accusations. It's been proven. But yeah, you just scam people. Basically, the way he done it, he was a fake middleman. He was a fake middleman. I think that's it, right? And he went like with different aliases. Like he didn't go by Rapid. He went by like different names, like Fizz. I think one of them was like, you know, random names. You know, acting like a different middleman. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, in Trade Central, yeah. Trade Central, because that hasn't been known to be scummy as fuck over the years. Jesus, man, Trade Central is just a... Oh, come on. Same, I see. I know everything about Trade Central. I know all the bullshit that's happened. By the way, thanks so much for that 3-month sub. Fox the dog, welcome back, my man. Trade Central, I mean, just loads of shit, you know. Lots of shit's happened. Like, I mean, for example, why do white zombies? I don't know. Like, why do black DXEs cost like 30 keys? Why do they cost that much? Because Trade Central artificially inflated them. AKA, okay, so think about it like this, right? A bunch of rich people in Trade Central would have bought every single white zombie that they could have got their hands on, right? And then they control the market. They control the market for that, so they can make it whatever price they want. Because they control the supply. They control it, so they can make it whatever price they want. No, manipulating the market isn't against 2S. No, it is not. But it is scummy as fuck. That's not the point. It's scummy. This is what I'm trying to say. Like it's just moral, like the moral compass. Like, do you have like would I sleep at night doing that? No, you know what I mean. Like maybe some people in my chat could do this, but I wouldn't. You know what I mean. Well, yeah, it's, you know what, guys? Definitely not as bad as scamming or being racist. It's not even close to as bad as that. But I genuinely, I don't. At the end of the day, you know, making money's making money, and you know, I understand people want to make money. And I guess buying everything and reselling it in a way is just not the worst, and it's just kind of an intelligent thing to do, but it's a little bit scummy. I don't know, I think it's a little bit... I don't think I would do it, honestly. Like, if I had the option and I could do it, I don't know if I would do it. I don't think it's... That's business, yeah, well, yeah. There are no morals in business, but... I don't know. My mom's maiden name is Donna. Don't know why you want to know that. How did you pay for things you know you Trade Central? Well, I haven't bought any Rocket League items, and you know, I think it would be. I could count on one. I could count on one hand the amount of Rocket League items I've bought. I don't like. I think I bought like. I bought black DXs for like 3 keys once. I must have got. Like I didn't buy Alpha Boost. You know, I didn't buy Alpha Boost. I didn't get given it either. But yeah, I did. What am I saying? I didn't get given it. I didn't get given it for free. That's a little bit difficult to explain as well. I'm trying to think what else. Like I think I bought 20XX. No, I didn't. I got it for free actually. Trust me, guys. Being a pro player is pretty giant perks. People like to give you stuff. I don't ask people to give me stuff. They just give me it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, oh yeah, please give me this, man, please get, like, people message me on Steam and say, do you want this? And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna say no. If you want to give me it, then sure, you know what I mean? So, but the reason I got Alpha Boost, is cause, in like 2017 or something, I used to be part of this Twitch team. K-Rock was a part of it as well. Lucky ran it. Yes, Lucky, the man himself. So basically, this is what happened. Okay, what the fuck? Lucky wanted to invite me to this like stream team, and because I was Lucky, I didn't trust him. Obviously, I didn't trust him. So he wanted to give me. So the way it works at Twitch streams is, like, when you join a Twitch stream, there's like a revenue share thing. So everyone gets a share of it. But I was like, what? You're not gonna pay me my share, are you? Well, I didn't think that, so I said to Lucky, okay, so I'm gonna join this team for this Twitch team for 4 months, right? So you don't have to give me any money for joining this team. So can I get Alpha Boost instead? And he gave me it. And I joined the team for like 5 months and I left. I done it, like it was fair. You know what I mean? I was like, nah. I don't think he's gonna. I don't trust him to pay me the right amount. I didn't trust him. Man, Lucky taught me economics like a little bit when I was like 13. Like a little bit of economics, like not that much, but like the way that Bitcoin works and stuff. Lucky taught me it. He told me how it worked and shit. Like he went pretty in depth with it. He tried to kind of like convert me to Bitcoin. I think that's what he was trying to do. I don't know. Look at that. You do invest now. I'm probably gonna start, but not right now. Sure, free, sure. Bitcoin, okay, so the way Bitcoin works, to my knowledge, right? Now, by no means I'm a Bitcoin expert, right? This is all from what I know. So the way Bitcoin works, I think, is like a mathematical equation. So with a currency like a pound, so if you have a million, alright, let's say you got a million $10 notes, right? The government could print out another million and make your £10 note half the value. Right? Like, the government can do artificial inflation, but Bitcoin doesn't work like that. Bitcoin's like an algorithm, right? Like, so Bitcoin, there's a limited number of Bitcoin that can be found at a certain time. So you can't just make more. You can't just make more Bitcoin. That's what makes it so appealing. That's what makes it so appealing. And also it's a universal currency. That's the way that cryptocurrencies work. To my knowledge, I'm really not obviously very knowledgeable about this, but that's what I know. Yo, Kalinium, thanks so much for tier 1 sub, Kalinium. Welcome to the ABCs, my man. I think the currency you would want to invest in right now, I think it's Litecoin, right? That's the one to go for right now. There's always new ones popping up. I think Litecoin's a pretty good one right now. I don't know. I think that's. I mean, there's loads. There's loads. No, you shouldn't take money advice from a 15-year-old. As I've said quite a lot of times, I don't really know what I'm talking about that much. I'm going off what Lucky told me a few years ago, and I'm going off like some videos, but like I don't really know that much about Bitcoin. I don't know that much. I just know like the very, very basics, you know. I know like the basics, but I don't know anymore. Yeah, I don't think like so. No one knows the guy that invented cryptocurrency. Like, apparently it was some like Japanese guy, but no one knows who he is. You know, it could have been the government that made it. It could have been anyone. You know, it could have been a random guy. It could have been anyone, right? No one actually knows. But surely someone can hack it and make more. No, it's an algorithm. How can you hack an algorithm? Like it's a set amount. How can you hack that? I don't understand. Like that concept doesn't even make sense. Well, wasn't there okay, wasn't it like devised in like the early 90s? Like there was a paper made on it, like how they could actually make a cryptocurrency. Like before it was created, there was like concepts devised. Like I think in like the early 90s, there was a paper published or something. So it's been like a thing for like it's not been a thing, but it's been like an idea for quite a while now. So, is it true that is Bitcoin actually going to be the future or not? Like, I don't understand. Like, do you think? I mean, not even Bitcoin is cryptocurrency. Like, is that the future? Is that actually the future? Nah, I didn't think so. Like, people just won't be willing to do it, will they? Like, people, like, just the public won't be willing to do that. I don't think. Like, most people will not be willing. But is cryptocurrency a good investment? Like, if you know what you're doing, is it a good investment? Brad. Well, I mean, everything off the deep web's built with Bitcoin. That's like the one place I can think that like uses Bitcoin as a deep web. That's like the only place really I can think of. Yeah, Dream Market got shut down. Yeah, and then did you hear about the other one, the Wall Street one? And like, so everyone from Dream Market went to Wall Street, but then Wall Street scammed them. Like, I know someone that got scammed. It was basically like all like a conspiracy by the guy that ran the website. Like, then they must have ran away with so much money. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. Like, so basically, like the guys that I was like something to do with Dream Market, and then the Wall Street, this all of Wall Street, like, so the Wall Street website, everyone that used Dream Market went to Wall Street, and they all got scammed. Hey, well, man, I mean, if you can make a job with investing, better than going to a job all day, I guess. Sitting on your ass and investing, I mean, if you're good at it and you make money, I mean, respect the hustle. Okay, so I've got a question, right? So see, like all our cryptocurrencies, like Litecoin and you know any other ones, right? Are they different to Bitcoin, or are they the same? Like, are they any different to Bitcoin, or are they just the same? Like, is each individual cryptocurrency different? Like, in what way is it different? Oh yeah, Ether. Yeah. I've heard of that one. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I mean, lucky him, right? Lucky him. A lot of millionaires of Bitcoin because they bought on like 2012 or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? They bought like when it was like so cheap. Yeah, I mean, some people get lucky like that. Or not lucky, I guess, just intelligent, I guess. By the way, we did get 100 subs again, so thanks for that, guys. Thanks a lot. You guys are enjoying this Tuesday IQ discussions. Feel free to sub. Is Rupex Turbo? Because he's got the... Oh my fucking God. Someone actually asked that question. Is Rupex Turbo? Yo, Kevin, thanks so much for that tier 1 sub, Kevin. Welcome to the ABCs, my man. Awesome of Sun, welcome back for 5 months. Yeet. Welcome back, Yeet. Dante, welcome back for 2 months. All of you guys, welcome back to the ABCs. Thanks so much for those resubs. Welcome back, my guys. You all live in Scotland all your life? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to live in America. I love going to America, but I wouldn't want to live there. The only place I would ever live in America would be California, but I think there's a lot of garbage in California as well at the same time. You know what I mean? There's a lot of trash in California. Yeah, but the thing with California is where everything happens. Like, that's where everything happens, you know what I mean? Like, nothing happens in flyover states. Like, Texas is like the only flyover, like, what happens in most of the other states? Like, nothing. Like, what is there to do? You know what I mean? Like, what are you supposed to do in, like, Kentucky or, like, Alabama or, like, one of these states? Like, you know what I mean? Like, any of these states, like, in the middle of nowhere. Let me go to fucking Albuquerque for the meth. Yo, the Sunday Paper, thanks so much for that Touch Prime sub, man. Welcome to the ABCs, the Sunday Paper. Thanks so much for that Touch Prime sub, bro. Florida's bro, I couldn't live in Florida. It's too hot. It's too humid in Florida. I couldn't live there. Florida's like 90% humidity, bro. I would not be able to live in Florida. That's not even an option. Yo, the little monster, welcome back for 7 months, man. Thanks so much for 7 months, resub, bro. No. Fuck. Nevada because of Vegas. Superbad is so funny. Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill is just really funny. I just think Jonah Hill is funny. Yeah, I know, I understand that all actors are funny, but I thought Jonah Hill was like just especially the funniest. Same in Wolf of Wall Street. I thought he's so funny in Wolf of Wall Street, Jonah Hill. Even War Dogs, like War Dogs is kind of a shitty movie, but he's pretty funny in that movie. And 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. War Dogs is good. It's alright. It's not that good. It's alright, you know what I mean? It's not. Nothing special. Jump Street? No, Jump Street films aren't trash. Come on. Jump Street films are so funny. I think 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street are like some of the funniest movies. Even just thinking about it makes me laugh. Anchorman's one of the funniest movies as well. Anchorman 2 isn't as good, but that's still funny as well. Yeah, no shit, Sir Goody. The largest city in Scotland is Glasgow, which is probably smaller than most cities that are like in decent big countries, you know what I mean? Like, we have no big cities. The only big city in Britain is London. There are no other big cities except from London. Oh, Master fucking Boost. Birmingham, well, the thing with Birmingham is like a lot of areas outside of it. Like Wolverhampton and like... Try to think of the other places, like... What are they called? Like West Bromwich or something, I don't even know. But you know what I mean, like, there's a lot of areas that aren't really Birmingham, but they count as Birmingham, you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit confusing actually. Like, Birmingham itself isn't actually that big, but like, if you count all the other places beside it, then... Oh, come on. Focus on the game. I've been... Seriously? Yeah, but Liverpool isn't even like... Liverpool isn't that big, mate. Like, honestly. London is the only really big city in Britain. Even big city, like, it's only relatively... compared to other countries. Google Tokyo superimposed onto Britain, so you can actually see the scale of how big Tokyo is compared to any other city in the world. That's how you want, like, if you want to see how big Tokyo is, Google like Tokyo super, like Tokyo is literally over half the size of England. Like, it's fucking insane. Jesse, welcome back for 23 months, by the way, man. Thanks so much, chat. Almost to your resub. Welcome back, brother. Is Tokyo not the largest city? I thought Tokyo was the biggest city, mate. Come on. What city is there bigger than Tokyo? Nothing comes to my mind. Oh, Mexico City. That's true. That's true. Is Shanghai actually that big? Holy shit! I didn't know. Never went to Shanghai, I only went to Beijing, and always wanted to go to Shanghai though. I'm talking the biggest city by like size though, right? Not by like people. Oh yeah, New York City is massive. Think about all like the 5 boroughs, like holy shit. Bro, New York City is giant. Like I remember, like I've been to New York once, and like we drove like past it once to go to Connecticut, but like when you go to New York, right? Like obviously there's Manhattan, obviously, like, and there's Brooklyn, and then but like Queens is so far away. Long Island is so long. Well, obviously Long Island is like when you go on the plane from Europe to go to New York City, like you fly over Long Island for so long. And what's the final Harlem? I don't even know where Harlem is, but I'm gonna assume that's fucking massive as well. Staten Island? Oh yeah, Staten Island. Is that a borough? I thought it was just 5. I thought I just named the 5. So when I was in New York the first time, our hotel was a couple blocks away from Trump Tower. So that's where I was. But the Flipside house was, I think it was somewhere in Long Island. So you can imagine that like I went to like a decent bit of New York, you know what I mean? Like I've seen quite a lot of it, but holy shit, this place is fucking insane. Like it's so big, New York. You feel so small. Like I've never felt so small in my life beside all the massive buildings. Like you just feel so small. Oh my god. Like even Central Park, okay, Central Park is 2 miles long, but it feels absolutely tiny compared to the rest. It feels miniature. It's fucking nuts. Like Central Park is like a little park in the middle of the city, yeah, it's 2 miles long. Like a 2 mile long park in Edinburgh would be from where, oh my god, that would be like half the city. Come on. God damn it. Arthur Seat, but is, well, Arthur Seat, Arthur's, mate, trust me, I climbed Arthur's Seat like 2 weeks ago, mate. You know, Arthur's Seat takes like 10-15 minutes to get to the top. Like, Arthur's Seat is honestly not even tall. Like, it's just not. It's basically a hill. Arthur's Seat's just a hill. That's all it is. It's not, it looks sick, you know, but it's not that big. Yeah, man, I don't think we're gonna win this game, to be honest. Yeah, this isn't gonna happen. Yeah, Arthur's Seat. Okay, Arthur's Seat looks big. It actually looks big, but I think that's because in Edinburgh, there's no tall buildings in Edinburgh. Like, there's you know, okay, the first skyscraper in the world was made in Edinburgh. That's actually a pretty cool fact. The first ever skyscraper was made in America, in Britain. But we're talking like this, like the skyscraper is like, you know, a couple of stories. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what the tallest building is in Edinburgh. Like, it'll be a flat. Like, it'll just be a flat. I'm trying to think. What's the tallest building in Edinburgh? It's probably the flat at the top of bottom of Leith Lock. But it's so small, like, compared to any other city. St. Mary's Cathedral? Really? So I guess you googled that, right? Yeah. Huh. Okay. Okay. I can see it. I can see it. But that's what I'm saying, guys, right? The tallest building in Edinburgh is 90 meters. Like, think about how small that is, like, compared to any other city. Yeah, I know. Well, most cities have a financial district in the center, and you know, like when you go and yeah, most big cities have a financial district, which, and all the tall buildings are like. Liverpool, what's the? Is it the I think I know what it is. Wow. Did you just see that shit? Come on. No, Scotland uses pounds. Pound sterling, GBP. I mean, we actually know Scotland don't use the same currency as England technically. Like, it's the same, but it's not the same. Like, England use GBP, but we use pound sterling. So technically, it's not legal tender in England. Like, I've got a £10 note somewhere. Nah, it'll be in my safe, but. Yeah, the notes look different. The notes are different. Our notes look so much better, of course. Pretty sure England can use our notes here though, so yeah, love that. That's amazing. Oh no! Yeah, well, Newcastle's right beside the border, so it kind of makes sense. What's the difference? Not much. They're worth the same value. Worth exactly the same value. I don't even know what the difference. I don't know. They must be made in the bank of. I don't know. Yeah, quid slang. Yeah, quid is just slang. Same thing. Pounds and pence. Same as dollars and cents. That's what it is here. Pounds and pence. Anything else is just slang. Like a grand is 1,000, for example. So I guess a grand is the same as a rack. I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess. Oh my fucking god. Skin is poor, yep. You can call it I call it a fiver or a 5 sheet. I call it a 5 sheet. A 5 or a 5 sheet. You know, a tenner is a 10. Like I've never. I don't remember the last time in my life I called it a £10 note. I've never called it a £10 note. I call it a tenner. You call it a tenner. You just say a tenner. A fiver, a tenner. Like no one says £5 or 10. No, you don't say that. Right, I just call it a tenner or a 10 sheet. I just call it a 10 sheet sometimes. Yo, Cube Games, thanks so much for that Twitch Prime sub, my man. Welcome. I mean, a pound is like a buck. You call it a buck. You got a buck. Or you know, I know a quid. I don't call it a quid. Never. No one really calls it that where I live. No, you wouldn't say 1 quid. It doesn't. Like a quid to me is more slang for notes. Like to me, a quid isn't slang for coins. Like slang's different all across Britain, I guess. But. I like calling it dough. Like that's what I like calling money. I like calling it dough. I don't know why. Just dough. You just call it dough. Quite a lot of people I know call it that. They just call it dough. No! 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 I can't believe though. Fuck! There aren't any £1 notes? No. £5 note, £10 note, £20 note, £50 note, £100 note. That's it, that's it. And the coins are 1p, 2p, 5p, 20p, 50p, £1, £2. You get £100 notes, you do, they exist. You like, if you go to most shops, they won't accept it, but £100 notes exist, I think. They exist, I'm pretty sure. I think they're are they red? Are they red or is that £50 notes? I think they're red. I'm not sure. 50s are red, yeah. I'm honestly, £100 notes exist. They do exist. Trust me, they exist. Like I'm honestly pretty sure they exist. Wow, so only in Scotland. Wow. So you only get £100 sterling, not £100 GBP. It's fucking Scotland is just the greatest. I mean, apparently, is it true that £200 notes used to exist? Or no? Did they used to exist? Oh my god. Okay, right, well, you gotta think about the guys, right? If you got a shop, oh my god. How am I supposed to expect that miss? If you go to a shop and hand the guy 50 quid, he's not gonna accept it. Or even if you go to the self-serve. I don't even know if self-serve even accept, like, that much. Like, don't, like, you know, you're not, you can't go to shops with that. You need to spend it in different ways. €500 notes exist? What? €500 notes exist? That's actually insane. $1,000 bills? What? Huh. Damn. I've not seen a £50 note for years. Oh really, Jonesy? Yeah, but they can still refuse it, man. Like, you don't understand. I guess. Oh my god. What's this guy doing? Yeah, but checking fake notes is pretty easy. Like, there's a way you can do it. You know if the note's fake or not. Like, one time I went to a shop and my friend handed this guy a note, right? And it was a real note. Like, this is a real note, but this guy actually thought it was fake, right? So he was like checking it and shit, and like there's a way you can tell though. I forgot. Like, pretty easily. You don't even need a special pen. There's just a simple way you can do it. Yo, Jesse, welcome back for 13 months, by the way, man. Thanks so much for 13-month resub. Yeah, fake money. Yo. Monk it is. If you got caught with fake money, you will go to jail. I'm pretty sure. Like, you're fucked. Yeah, but burning it is a stupid idea, isn't it? Come on. Why don't you... Burning it, yeah, burn it, that's a great idea. No boost. Yeah, I don't know. What am I supposed to do there? Yeah, burning money is legal. Drawing faces on the queen is illegal. Pretty sure just like... Is that illegal just to tear money in half? Is that illegal? I think that's legal. Just like tear. But you can't tear the new money. You can't tear new notes anyway, but... Like, I mean... Yeah, just... Yeah, I've probably handled a fake note in my life. Like, I've probably gave someone a fake note. It's probably happened without my knowledge. Just from, like, having been given it. You know what I mean? I need to check my phone for a second. I'm sorry, I got a missed call actually. I just need to check this. I'll queue. Sorry. Oh, I need to play it. Yeah, I've not played that. I'm gonna play it. Don't worry. Borderlands 1's like my childhood, so. If you guys are enjoying this content right now, by the way, feel free to subscribe. If you guys do want to see me get the MVP of the season, you know. Because, you know, me being one sub off would make a big difference. You know, there's no reason, but just because I say this, you gotta believe me. I'm sure my sub count will come directly into them judging who's the best. Let me update the sub count. Look at that, we're 4 subs closer, look at that. Like, every single sub we get, we're a little bit closer to player of the season, a little bit closer. No. Yeah, minimum HRCS is 15. Thanks, Los Lachos. Yeah, it's 15. Oh. Yeah, well, if you're not 15 yet and you're up and coming, yeah. Plays Harmony came out at launch. Well, with Sarb, basically this is a story. So, my dad is one of those people that buys lots of games and doesn't play half of them. You know, there's a lot of people like that. You know, he must have like 300 games on Steam, and is he finished 300? No. So he done that on the PS3 as well. He used to like just get games a lot, you know. I don't know why, he just like didn't. I'm not that kind of person as much, but a lot of people do that. They just buy loads of games and never play them. But anyway, so my dad got Sarb because he was like looking just for games, and then I can genuinely remember the night that I first played it. I can remember it. I'm pretty sure it was a Sunday. I think it was a Sunday night. I'm convinced it was a Sunday night. So basically, I hated it, by the way. I fucking hated Sarb. I thought it was shit when I started playing it. But my dad convinced me to play it. Like, he was like, no, just try it. And yeah. I remember my dad could aerial. Like, I just remember, I've got this one memory, like, my dad could aerial, right? And I was like, I was dumbfounded. I was like, how do you do this? Like, cause I must have been like 8 years old, and I was like, what? What the fuck's going on? How old was my dad? 47. My dad was Diamond in Rocket League. My dad was Diamond. He doesn't play anymore, but he was Diamond. And I didn't boost him, by the way. He was legitimately Diamond, like, on his own. No, I didn't swear when I was 8. I still don't swear to my parents. I wasn't raised that way. I mean, I know I swear right now, but I guess it's more like a bad habit, to be honest. I don't even know. Maybe I'll swear occasionally in front of them, but like it's not like a regular thing. I think it's just more discipline. Like, if I sweared in front of my parents when I was younger, like, well, who even knows what they would have done? I don't want to know. But honestly, I think having strict parents is better. Like, not too strict, but you know, like, I wouldn't, like, I would, like, imagine, like, being a spoiled brat or something, like, maybe I can come across that way sometimes, but I can promise you I'm not, like... Oh, those are just the worst. Those are the worst. Like, I think if I was gonna have a kid, I would be, like, pretty... I wouldn't be too strict, but I would think I'd be, like... keep them in check. No, obviously not too strict, but, like... Sir Goody, I've earned my success. I don't come from a rich family. Seriously, like I don't come from like a rich home. Like I've earned my success. Sure, I got a little bit lucky. Sure, playing Rocket League isn't the hardest job in the world, is it? But I've still earned it, you know. I'm self-employed. Like I didn't get gifted it. I had quite a lot of like tough points in my childhood, you know. Like I'm not even just saying that. Like I'm not trying to. I don't want you to feel sorry for me either. I'm not looking for people to feel sorry for me, because don't play. I live a happy life, but I did have like some shitty times. So it's good to like it's good to have such a lucky opportunity in Rocket League, and yeah, I'm pretty grateful, honestly. Can't say I'm not really grateful. I'm not. I had a really good childhood, you know. I did have a really good childhood, but yeah, I mean, I guess everyone's got bad times. Nah. Yeah, I do have to pay taxes. You're fat, and I've never been bullied, mate. No, I'm not talking about that. I definitely didn't start from the bottom either. I don't want you guys to think I don't want you guys to think I really had a really good upbringing. I had a really good upbringing. No, I did not get beat. What the fuck? My parents were against that. I never got slapped or anything. I'm not saying getting slapped is even bad. I don't even like things. That never happened to me. Yeah, he watches my streams sometimes. Maybe he's watching right now, I don't know. Maybe, nah, he's not watching that. What time is it? It's a Friday actually, so he won't be at work. I mean, nah, probably not. I don't know. He's probably finishing his amplifier. Yo, what's up, Sharpie? I'm doing good. What's up, Datsy? Automatic? Nah, no way, mate. Nah, come on. That's not been legal for like 38 years or some shit. Like, I think that became illegal in like 1981 or something. That's not been illegal. That's not been legal for a long time. The belt has not been legal for a long time. Still go to school? Well, after my exams, no. It was 28 trucks. No! Fuck! No! I didn't think it was in. Yo, Master Taco 69. Master Taco 69, thanks so much for Twitch Prime sub, my man. Welcome to the ABCs, bro. By the way, guys, I got scrims in 20. Like, I got scrims at 5 o'clock, so. No! Fuck! Yeah, I'm gonna start revising, don't worry. Don't worry about that. Please don't worry about that. Stop asking me. Stop asking me when I'm gonna start. Just stop asking me. Stop. Yes, I will study. I am. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start studying. I'm not being lazy. I'm just I'm putting all the knowledge in my head closer to the time so it stores better. Yeah, Gladius, that is the truth. And do you want me to tell you something, Gladius, right? We have also smashed PSG in scrims. And yeah, you know what? We have probably went unbeaten against every single team in scrims in the past, and yeah, that comes across really cocky, right? Because it fucking is. You shouldn't boast about scrims. Why is Fruity boasting about beating us? You, like, I've said so many times, you don't talk about scrims. Like, why would he say that? Yes, PSG beat us in scrims yesterday without conceding a single fucking game. But I don't know why he's telling people that. That kind of annoys me. Gregan got flamed for boasting about scrims. I thought people stopped doing that. Like, yeah, like, yeah, a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys have beat us, like, flawlessly before. And we've beat you flawlessly before. Like, it doesn't even matter. It literally doesn't matter at all. It doesn't. I can't tell you who little scrims means compared to competitive games. Like, it's good practice, of course, but, like, the results do not mean anything. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, I can promise you. You think it does matter until you I thought scrims mattered. When I started playing in RCS, I thought scrims mattered. I realized very quickly that it didn't. I realized pretty quickly. Yeah, scrim is mandatory. I think the only time a scrims matters when you're like starting as a team, like when you're first farming as a team. Like that's when it, like performing in scrims matters the most. But like, but Linus, do you remember how good we were in? Do you remember how good we were in scrims before the season started? Like, do you remember how good we were in scrims? Like, holy shit, we used to like. I used to be sad if I conceded a single game to any team, but now like we don't even win them anymore. I don't get it. You know, Gregan was actually pretty annoyed at us about scrims yesterday, and I can understand, but what can Gregan really complain about if we're performing when it matters? What can he really complain about? Yo, Kylan Oliveria, thanks so much for that Touch Prime sub, Kylan. I'm not becoming. I know you guys think I'm becoming complacent because we're doing well. I'm not becoming complacent. I'm not becoming complacent. Like, I'm playing this game just as much as I did before. Welcome back. Thanks so much for Touch Prime sub, Kylan. No, Gregan's an amazing coach, and I think he's got really good advice, but I just. Scrims to me, Scrims just like I don't. I think I've actually got a bad mentality in scrims. I can't even like fucking. Yeah, I respect the honesty. I respect the honesty, Linus. I respect you for calling out bullshit. Like, I respect that. Most pro players don't even do that. I respect it, honestly. I think I've got a bad mentality when it comes towards scrims. I do think that. But for me, right, think about this from my perspective, guys, right? When last season, when we used to win scrims the day before RLCS, the day before we played, even hours before we played, and then we would just fucking choke, right? And now we're playing shit in scrims, but now we're playing really good. Like, it doesn't. What does it all mean, scrims? Like, what does it mean? My controller actually DC'd there. Look, it's DC'ing right now. I think the mentality you should have for scrims is just purely practice and not results. Like, I think it's just how you perform, not results, but commutator. Okay, you know what I've done? Okay, in scrims in the past, I have deliberately only went for demos purely for the reason, just so I can like make the opponent think I'm gonna demo them loads in RCS. Like, I've actually done that. Like, I just do it. Like, sometimes you don't want to play the best in scrims. Sometimes you want to wait. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want to play the best in practice? Then the opponent can learn. The opponent can learn, you know what I mean? Yo, Mr. Keller, welcome back 5 months.
Holding back in scrims.
Yeah, I remember that.
Tactic.
Don't know what's going on. Look, I hope you guys can appreciate how honest I am with everything. Like, I'm just being honest with all of this, like, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna be perfectly honest, and this is not a good thing, by the way, but like, when I lose a game in scrims, I'm not like, oh no, we lost. Like, I don't think that way, and that is probably bad. But I just don't think like, oh no, we lost. You know, I'm not. I don't fuck around in scrims either. But sometimes like, I do have like a little bit of a bad mentality. I can't help it. You know. Honestly, I can't help it. Like, when scrims like seem to mean so little, it's sometimes it can be hard to put yourself like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I feel like I'm being an asshole as well because I'm not taking it fully serious, but I just can't help it. I can't. No matter how many times Gregan will tell, like, I just. Maybe Gregan's watching right now, but I don't really care. I'm just being honest. See, I think in games like CSGO, right? Like, they literally get all the players like fucking go to the gym and shit and like have perfect diets and perfect and they got psychologists and shit for the scrims and shit, right? And Rocket League, it's like people like Cookser will sleep for like 18 hours and just wake up and play scrims and go back to sleep. Like, Rocket League is so different from any other game, the way they approach it. Like, I can guarantee you that players have probably turned up for scrims not sober before. Again, that's probably happened, right? Or like some shit like that. Like, I can really see that happening. Like, the way Rocket League competitive, that's definitely happened. No. This is like a theory, by the way. I've never heard of this happening before, but it's definitely happened. Like, people have like definitely not showed up sober. Like Rocket League is a really the least. Like, the game where pro players out of any competitive game in the world put the least effort in. Like, it's probably happened before, like, it's... You like that this is this way? Well... No. But a selfish part of me kinda likes the fact that we can go 5-0 without having to play 8 hours a day. So... Like... Yeah, I mean... I don't really want to talk about this kind of stuff too much. I don't want to expose myself, so yeah. I think we should stop talking about this. Sometimes I wish I didn't have to represent an org and I could just talk about what I wanted to, but until that day comes, I can't really talk about this. So yeah. Yeah, I guess. Well, no shit, Sick Brew. Sponsors don't want their players saying dumb shit, which is why I am saying right now that I don't really want to talk about this because it's gonna lead to maybe me saying some stupid stuff, and so I just, you know, I want to steer clear of this, guys. You know, like, Hope you can understand that. Do have an image I'm gonna keep up. Oh my god, Senzo. What's up, don't try me. Okay guys, okay, the only thing I'm going to say about League of Rockets is there was okay, so basically it was just a giant it was just a misunderstanding. There was no beef between anyone, there was no like hard feelings, there was no, you know, like this guy didn't show up, this guy didn't show up. It was all just a bit of like the schedule was fucked up. So with the League of Rockets games, it's nothing happened. Like there wasn't even any drama, like, so it's don't like just genuine. I'm not even just saying this, like this. Don't let it get blown out of proportion. It's nothing like bad at all. It was just like a bit of a misunderstanding with the times. Nothing else. Look, I'm sorry that I had to end my stream last night. I just had to, guys. I had to resolve the issue, to be honest. But there wasn't really, at the end of the day, there wasn't really an issue in the first place, so it was all good. I mean, look, chat, you guys can talk about whatever you want, but I'm not gonna respond to this stuff that we're talking about. School? Well, I mean, yeah, I'm said about 100 times what subjects I'm doing, so I didn't really want to say it again, that's why. But this will be my last game. I got scrims after this. Okay, fine. One more time I'll tell you. Maths, English, chemistry, physics, computing, minor studies. Minor studies, if you're wondering, is kind of like a heap of shit of a subject. It's just politics, world issues, shit like that. But yeah, physics and chemistry makes you a nerd. Physics is the best subject. Oh, physics is by far like the most interesting subject to me. I love physics as well. Really interesting stuff. Just the way everything works, you know, it's just find it pretty fascinating. Physics is hard at my level, the level that I am at, which is obviously not a very high level. Physics is so much easier than chemistry at my level. So basically, physics at my level is basically only like, I'm gonna show you guys my okay, I'm gonna show you guys all the equations on my physics booklet. Like, oh, like there's a couple more, but I'll show you. I'll show you the formula sheet. I'll show you the formula sheet. I'll show you just how basic this shit is. No, I need to get. I'll find it. Holy shit! I did. This is not ideal. This is not fucking. Fucking Jesus, my room is a shit show. Literally all my school stuff is on a pile. Like I forgot to put it away. I had to throw it all across my room to get it. Just to get it in time for playing the game, I mean. I think my physics teacher's really... Come on. Come on! Okay. My physics teacher's really good as well, so that makes it... Like, obviously the teacher can make the subject 10 times better or 10 times worse. I mean, my chemistry teacher's really good as well, actually, but... Okay, this is like the kind of shit, right? So these are like the formulas. Like shit like V equals IR, Q equals IT, you know, like E, like, you know, work done equals force times distance, weight, like, you know what I mean, like, you know, basic shit, right? Like, I don't even know. Like the voltage is resistance, the second resistor over, you know what I mean, like shit, like pretty simple formulas, really. Yeah, Ohm's law, yeah. You know, like, I don't even know. Work done is force times distance, kinetic energy is half mass volume squared, I think. I'll need to revise this. V equals F lambda, like, come on, like, you know what I mean, like. It's basically, most of it is like 3-term formulas, right? Which are, all of them are insanely easy to work out no matter what. Like 3-term formulas, like, they're just easy. This, like, rearranging formulas, 3-term formulas is like, it's like insulting your intelligence. Like, I'm pretty confident I'll get an A in physics, actually. All I need to do is revise a little bit. Like, I can imagine that higher level physics is hard as nails, but the shit, like, we're doing is... Yeah, it's not. Fuck! Chemistry, on the other hand... Oh my god, chemistry. Fucking chemistry. Chemistry is like another language to me. I'll tell you, right, I got... And, okay, so we basically in Britain we got mock exams, right? Like, so in December I had prelims, which is just like mock exams, right? To see how you're doing. And I didn't revise for them, because they were mock exams. So without revision, in chemistry, I only got 51%. But that sounds pretty terrible, right? Then you realise that I was over halfway better than, like, the rest of my school. Like, I was better than most people in my school. And I got 51%. 51%, that's so low. And I passed, by the way, because the pass mark's 50%. No, don't read it. Just don't read it, just don't fucking fuck. I read like the first words and then I stopped reading it. No, fuck! Fucking scumbag. I read the first part, I didn't read, no. Guys, stop talking about it. Because people that didn't read it are now gonna read what you're saying. I'm not looking at the chat, I'm not looking at the chat and still be talking about this. I can't look. Okay, the chat's safe. I don't care if okay, this is a problem, right? Fake spoilers are still cancer. Because fake spoilers, right? Like, it's still cancer. I want to know nothing about a movie before I watch it. Like, I don't want to have ideas. Fucking just go fuck yourself. Okay, guys, I've got scrims. I have to end my stream. Thanks for the subs, everyone. The 10 subs, that's appreciated. Will you be on later? No, I won't. I did say many times in the past that I only stream for 3 hours on Fridays, so don't be mad. Yeah, sorry, I don't. Fridays, just, you know, it's a special day, you know, of the week. It's a special day. Anyway, I gotta go.